My! What a crowd! I'm not used to this, boys and girls. Thank you so much. There is noise here in the MTN studios tonight. This is TC Muzique, which would make me Mr. Swizzo. And how are ya tonight? This is our happy holiday show. We won't be back until after Christmas. So I have the red suit, and we have a very special holiday guest coming on to do our caroling for us. But I have good news. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Laura Kennedy, who I have spoken to you about before, is resting comfortably, recovering from liver transplant surgery. She's on the mend. And thanks to everyone who sent anything from wishes to money and everything else. Which leads us to the 17th of January, the Laura Kennedy Liver Benefit at Nick and Eddie. That's downtown, right by Loring Park, featuring Laura's own band, the Bush Tetras. Some of you are old enough to remember the Bush Tetras from the 80s. They were part of a punk funk thing that came out of New York City back then. Along with the Bush Tetras are our own contribution to the era, or one of several of our own contributions to the era. The Suicide Commandos. We're bringing Stevie back, and it's an important enough job that we're going to have the Commandos on stage once again. It doesn't happen that often. And Skull Kodiak opens up the show. You can check out all of that on the First Avenue website. Tickets are available right now. It's not a great big place. Move up on those tickets real quick. And bless you, Laura. Welcome to the healthy world again. Tomorrow night, the Canadian Pacific Railway is bringing to the Twin Cities their holiday train. Every year, CP runs an entire freight train full of Christmas lights and singers and Santa Claus through the entire northern United States and southern Canada. They will be in St. Paul. Oh, let's see here. From 7:15 to 7:45 at the Central Parking System ramp upper level. It's only a half an hour, and then they're coming to Minneapolis, and it is at the Shoreham Yard, which is just north on Central Avenue at 28th. They'll be there from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. This, too, is a benefit, so bring non-perishable food items and cash for our local food shelves. It's going to be a once-a-year event, and we'll see you there. Tonight, we have two very, very talented women with us. And first is our holiday present to everybody on TC Muzique. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to welcome warmly Miss Helen Thul. Love it when they bring their fans along. Welcome to TC Muzique, and we can talk about things in just a minute. How about if we hear some of that lovely voice that I heard earlier first. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, Helen Thul.
We, three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar. Field and fountain, moor and mountains, following the yonder star, yonder star. The yonder star. Journey there, long, rough, and cold. Where we'll be, time only knows. Westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to that light, perfect light. The perfect light. Said the shepherd boy, do you know what I know? Our King is born. Do you hear what I hear? Angels singing, creation breathing, following your star, perfect star. Yonder star. We, three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar. Field and fountain, moor and mountain, following your star, perfect star. Shepherds waiting, drummer boy playing. He's the light, marvelous light. He brings joy, great, great joy. The journey. He's the light, marvelous light. Follow your star, yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Helen Thul. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Correctly, Helen
I
Thul.
always take a stab, but I'm not always right. So tell us a little bit about who you are and how you come to this marvelous, marvelous talent.
Well, my name is Helen Thul, and I started my first debut CD. It's a Christmas CD, and it was done at Drop Tone Studios, Create Music, and you can purchase one if you want it at www.helenthul.cabinet. cabanova.com.
All right, and that contains all the information about Ms. Helen Thul.
Well, I'll be opening up a show for Sarah Renner at Club 3 Degrees on December 20th at 7:30. So if you want to purchase tickets, you can also go on the website and purchase tickets that way.
So
HelenThul.cabanova.com.
Okay. Why don't we spell that last name for the folks out there in MTN land just to make sure they've got it right?
Helen, THUL, Cabanova, CABONOVA.com.
Okay. And it's worth finding, even if you misspell it on the first go round. How long have you been doing this, and why a Christmas album?
Well, I've been singing. I grew up in Illinois, and we grew up in a family that sings. And so I moved to the Twin Cities, and I've been singing around the Twin Cities for other people and other artists. And a lot of people say, well, Helen, you ought to just, try it. And so at Christmas time is the most wonderful time of the year where people like to hear different songs, so I thought I'd do a little different twist. And so I did it at Christmas time.
Yeah. And it is a real fresh version of We Three Kings. And you have more for us, do you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's hear another one, and Merry Christmas to you all from TC Muzique and Helen Thul.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Oh, soon it will be Christmas Day. Silver bells, silver bells. Don't you see? It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, can't you hear them ring-a-ling? Oh, soon it will be Christmas Day. Oh, Christmas Day. Can't you see that soon, so soon, it will be Christmas
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Club 3 Degrees,
Club 3 Degrees
the
December
20th, December.
at 7:30.
All right. And check the website for your wax. What's the record called?
The Journey.
The
A Christmas Journey.
A Christmas Journey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Helen Thul, and thank you so much. And moving right along, we've got our Christmas red. And now for something that people people seem to think is a little bit Irish. You've got to have red and you've got to have green. It's Christmas after all. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to present Ms. Alicia Corbett. Welcome. This has been a long time coming. Let's see if we can. We've been talking about this. I've known Alicia for a little while, and we have been talking about this for some time.
Get that mic up there.
Yeah. Pardon us while we play technician for a little bit. And we have yet to get the whole band. But we're gonna, aren't we?
We just got done recording, so they couldn't come because one of them had to have a Christmas. Well, two of them are brothers, Compliment brothers, Michael and Kurt. So they had to do their Christmas thing this week. So
all
that's
right.
why they cannot be here.
Well, it is a family time of year, and that, as you are about to find out, is plenty. And you see, more of that technical stuff. We find, as many of you may have as well, that it works better if you plug it in. All right. We have more to talk about. And we'll do that in just a bit, because right now, you got to hear her. Ladies and gentlemen, Alicia Corbett.
Thanks very much. I wanted to say thanks to Helen. That was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Keep it on. This song is called No Genocide. I just wrote this. It'll be on our new CD. It's about Darfur. Pick up the cloth, pick up the stone. These are things that once had make a home. Now you're renegade into the night. Pick up your feet, they're hot like the hide. Your heart is now stone inside. Your eyes that once held hope, now holding fright. So pick up your hands into the dirt. They will bury your loved ones there. You'll bury your husband, love our brother. There's your life. So you pick up your faith, pick up your pride. I'm amazed at what your children have seen in their lifetime. They're only 3, they're only 6 and 9. And Mama, I'm very, very sorry. I have hurt at the red, the story's a disgrace. But our soldiers are all taken at the borders, and they will not call this genocide today. Under the trees, pray to the sky, hope your 3-year-old comes back alive as you give him water to survive. It's down on your knees, up at the dress. You're raped by a soldier you've never met. Your children are witnesses to this very life. And Mama, I'm very, very sorry. I have read your story, it's an awful disgrace. But our helicopters are all taken up at the border, and they will not call this genocide today. No. Mama, I'm very, very sorry. I have read your story, that's an awful disgrace. But our soldiers are all tied up at the border, and they will not call us genocide. Mama, I'm very, very sorry that we've read your story. That's a bloody disgrace. But your soldiers are all tied up at the border, and we cannot call this genocide today. No genocide today. They will not call genocide today. No genocide today. Thanks very much. It's nerve-wracking up here, Helen. Why did I wear this sweater? What was I thinking? All right. Oh, can we swap shirts? No. All right, there's water, thanks. All right, I'm going to do another one I've just written. I have absolutely no TV couth. No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm getting used to it. This is another pick-me-up tune called The Heart Goes Wild. Mama said, baby, hold on to my hand. Listen to words of wisdom. Funny how the heart can go wild. And me, just 16, took off my dress, let all those boys lay down in my bed. Funny how that heart can go wild. Aren't you feeling the halls, the lonesome souls who sit all alone? Funny how that heart can go wild. Dad said, boy, get down on your knees. I'm gonna whip into you good decency. It's funny how that heart can go wild. And boy said, Dad, you always did as you pleased. Then he blew him away in the street. Hell, that was back in '73. Funny how the heart can go wild. Aren't you feeling the halls, the lonesome souls who sit all alone? Funny how that heart can go wild. There's a funny old lady with a baby in her hand. You know, I watched that lady drop that baby down in the cold river. Funny how the heart, funny how the heart can go wild. And Jerry loved Tommy, Tommy loved the high. So Jerry jacked him up and then poor Tommy died. Funny how the heart, funny how that heart can go wild. Let you fill in the halls, the lonesome souls who sit all alone. Funny how that heart can go wild. Let you fill in the halls, the lonesome souls who sit all alone. Funny how that heart can go wild. I love you, Helen. I hope you're not getting my thigh on this. All right, where's Jay now? Oh, you're right, Jay. Shall I just do another one or one more? All right. Okay. All right, then I will. This next one I wrote a while ago. It's about my grandmother raised me. Her name was Alice, and the song is called Marguerite. It rhymed with more things, but my grandmother was 70 when she took me, and I was 2, and anyway, that kind of says it all. But on the front porch, calling for me to come home. It's 1 mile between you and that mighty sundown. I ran past the field, ran past the boys, and I ran past the general store. 1 crossed the leg, you and that great slamming door. Down the shades, pull down the sheets, tell me you love me anyway. Oh, Marguerite, reach all onto me, feel I am dying, and I don't want to be. Oh, Marguerite, hold on to me, feel you are fading out of my memory. I walked down the dirt road, the gravel, the dust and the stone, jumped into the river, shivered and cried my way home. I ran past the field, ran past the boys, and I ran past the general store. 1 crossed the leg, you and that great slamming door. Pull down the shades, pull down the sheets. Please say a prayer for me. Oh, Marguerite, reach hold on to me, feel It's you on the front porch calling for me to come home. It's 1 mile between you and that mighty sundown. I ran past the field, ran past the boys, and I ran past the general store. One across the lake, you and that great slamming door. Put on the shades, put on the sheets. Tell me you love me anyway. Oh, Marguerite, reach hold on to me. Feel I am dying, and I don't want to be. Marguerite, please hold on to me. Feel you are fading out of my memory. Marguerite, na 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 na, hold on. Marguerite, please hold on to me. La 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 la, hold on. Marguerite, please hold on to me. Thank you very much. Hi, Jay.
About a real person too. You do that so well.
Thanks, Jay. Thank you.
You write songs about people, you write songs about things that mean something to you, don't you?
Yep, yes, yep.
And I suppose on the other hand, some of them are just more Yahoo, aren't they?
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No.
See, I don't always get it right on the first try.
No, everything I write usually has something from my heart or something I've experienced or I've seen or felt. Yeah, yeah. I'm not a Yahoo writer. But I could write Yahoo.
Well,
on paper.
but sometimes what's in your heart is happy and
Crazy Yahoo stuff. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, the thing that I think that I see from you is no matter which side of the emotional spectrum it's on, there is a very deep, thoughtful sincerity that seems to definitely come out before, that's in there before anybody hears one of your songs.
Thank you.
We've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, how long have you been playing? How long have you been playing here with us in Minnesota?
I've been in Minnesota since '91. Yep, I started with Tea and Sympathy. Me and Jay Basso came here as Tea and Sympathy. We came from Upper Michigan, just 2 guitars, and we hung out at the CC Club. And the bartender, here's what happened actually. We worked in a group home because I've been working in social services since I moved here. And the guy from the Cows, one of the guys from the Cows, the band The Cows, heard us playing and said, you should record yourself. So we recorded ourselves, and then they took it to the bartender at the CC Club, which brought me to the CC Club. Too many times I care to admit.
CC Club is it's quite
That would be a bar.
it's quite a watering hole from back in the 80s, the 90s, and probably still today, although some of us don't get back there as much as we used to.
I thought it was a club. I thought it was like a country club. So when I moved here, because the Replacements had hung out there. So I thought, I have to go see the CC Club. So I thought, well, I'll just drive around it. I'll never be able to be let in. So I drove up and I peeked in the window.
And here are a bunch of people in various various states of intoxication. This is at 26th and Lyndale, which we always thought of as the nexus of the punk rock ghetto of South Minneapolis.
Which I thought it was too. After I knew it wasn't a country club. They let me in.
And wise of them to do so. You have recordings. You have recordings coming up.
Yep, we have 2 CDs under Tea and Sympathy, which you can usually get at the Electric Fetus and on our well, no, you can't really get them on our website, but you can email me and I can send them to you. But it's MySpace. It's Corbett in Orbit. So MySpace, www. The spiel, but CorbettInOrbit.com. And we'll get the CDs to you. But yeah, we have Alicia Corbett, the solo CD that's available, and some Tea and Sympathy CDs still available. And then our new CD will be out in the spring. And
how's that coming along?
it's coming along very well. Tom Garneau and Michael Compliment are recording it. They're the engineers, the gods. They're the gods, I'd like to say. And they're a huge support to me. And Michael also plays in the band. And the whole band's they're in there. Hi.
Getting to see you after tonight. What's coming up?
Oh, December 18th, next week, on Thursday, we're playing at the 331 as a Christmas show. Helen, you should be doing this show, actually, but it's on folks doing Christmas songs, and so I think I go on about 11 o'clock at the 331. And after that, we probably won't be around until February or March, because we'll be either on the East Coast or recording, so.
Tours coming up. This woman plays probably almost as much. I was just telling the guys back in the skunks back in the control room there. I was just telling them that you play in Dublin almost as much as you play out here.
Well, a little bit less, I'd like to say, but yeah. We usually play in Ireland once a year. We go on tour there, so it's my second home.
Tell me the story once again. There's one story about, was it an afternoon or an evening where you just happened upon an opportunity in an Irish pub?
Now, what opportunity are we talking about?
When the audience was a bit loaded, and it was more than just loaded on their drink. Who was out there?
Oh, you mean the guys from the Waterboys? Anthony Thistlethwaite? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I got to meet. Well, anyway, the Waterboys I'm a huge fan of the Waterboys. So I got to do a songwriter showcase in Galway, Ireland, which the Roisin Dove is the name of the bar, and they have great acts. It was an honor to do it. And Anthony Thistlethwaite was in the crowd, and that was it. Yeah, it was a huge. I have a couple pictures. I didn't bring them with me because I didn't know you were going to bring that story up. But yeah.
I've got a picture of a friend of mine who got a chance to meet Paul McCartney, and I'm about the only person who has ever seen that picture because it's one of these grin and grab things where you get up there, you're standing next to one of the gods, and they shoot one picture, and this picture of my friend looks like he has just messed himself. It's horrible. I hope yours came out better than that.
My picture does not look like I messed myself.
All right, so we've got records on Alicia Corbett in Orbit.
Yep.
And we have the 18th.
The 18th, December 18th.
Club 331,
331. That's
which
on
is a
University
really
13th.
cool place. Yeah,
Like
13th.
a block away from your house.
Yeah, you could come and visit me, invite me up, and buy me some drinks. As one of the Lords of Lyndales, that is one of the things that folks are required to do: buy us drinks and take us home. And I think right now, perhaps, we won't tell anybody about that. It was years ago, and I would be murdered when I return home tonight.
Well, I didn't mean that. Anyway, okay.
No. That's really not true, any of it. We're just good friends. And I think it's time to bring this back to home because TC Muzique, as always, is about the music. And we are blessed tonight with Ms. Alicia Corbett.
Thanks, Jay. All right. This is another new song I just wrote called Dirty Naughty. I have to think how it goes, though, first.
Woods and water cannot save a soul. Sons are very hard to clean. Got 45 years I should know the sins and the story and the mischief I have done. Some say I should be forgiven, but honey, it was glorious fun. And love is all you need to give a child. Wishing on a falling star, catching fireflies in jars. It's Uncle Jim and Uncle Bob and Uncle Don and Uncle Ike. My grandma's in the kitchen and Joan's down praying. My brother plays T-Rex all night. T-Rex on and sing along. Never shall he clean your soul. T-Rex on, just dance, just in a way. T-Rex on and sing along. That is all you need to clean your dirty, dirty, naughty little soul. And love is all you need to give the child. Wishing on a falling star, catching fireflies in jars. It's Uncle Jim and Uncle Bob and Uncle Don and Uncle Ike. Tommy's in the kitchen rolling cigarettes and quoting Yeats. And Dylan plays on all night. The record on and sing along. That will surely clean your soul. The record on, just dance, just in a way. The record on and sing along. That will surely clean your soul. The record on, just dance, just in a way. The record on and sing along. That is all you need to clean your dirty, dirty, naughty little soul. Your dirty little fatty, little naughty, little dirty, yeah, you dirty little fatty. Your dirty little fatty, yeah, you dirty little dirty, yeah, you dirty little fatty. And it's your dirty little fatty, little naughty, little dirty, little naughty, little dirty, little naughty, little dirty. Soul. Helen. Made me laugh. All right. So shall I do another one? What? Okay. What say you? This next one is I've been actually volunteering down in New Orleans for the last 3 years. I'm fortunate to work for Rebecca Tomley from Orion Zenith Services, and she started the River of Hope. So I work in social services, and we started going down right after Hurricane Katrina, and we ended up gutting out a laundromat and trying to turn it into a mental health clinic down in the 9th Ward. And we finally got the funding just this last Friday. So I'll be going back down again. But anyway, it's been a great opportunity. And this is called First and Third. This is about, just the response to New Orleans and Bush. I'm not a fan of Bush, so. Grab your shoes, your coat, your hats. I'll meet you on the back step. Don't forget to take the beer. 'Cause after all, I'm the one that brought that here. And watch your footing on the ice. It's hard to see the slippery spots at night. Take it down to First and Third. There's always a party going on down there. I've heard, darling, I'll drink your soul away. There's a million reasons to smile every day. Don't forget the young boys that are overseas. They are bleeding and they're dying, so you can walk
streets for free. The rain is raging from the sky. The levee broke, all the poor folk died. Our real folk can't hear the prayer. The rotting corpses are everywhere. That president, he's on attack. You poor and weak should watch your backs. Know that he can't take the blame. Well, all of America will bow your head in shame, and darling, I'll drink your soul away. There's a million reasons to smile every day. Don't forget the young boys that are overseas. Oh, they are bleeding and they're crying, so you can walk those streets for free. Darling, I'll drink your soul away. There's a million reasons to smile every day. Don't forget the young boys that are overseas. They're bleeding and they're dying, so you can walk these streets for free. Grab your shoes, your coat, your hat. I'll meet you on the back step. Don't forget to take the beer. And grab that whiskey, because I'm sure I'm the one that brought that here. And watch your footing on the ice. It's hard to see the slippery spots late at night. I'll take you down to First and Third. There's always a party going on down here, that's what I've heard. And darling, I'll drink your soul away. There's a million reasons to smile every day. Don't forget the young boys that are overseas. And they are bleeding and they're crying, so you can walk those streets for free. Darling, I'll drink your soul away. There's a million reasons to smile every day. Don't forget the young boys that are overseas. They are bleeding and they're crying, so you can walk these streets for free. That's it. Thanks very much. Thanks, you guys. You're all so nice. So hi. All right. So are you going to come and talk to me again, Jay, or do I just keep playing? Okay, I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to talk with Jay. All right, now this next song is called Townes Van Zandt is one of my favorite songwriters. I might be a little bit out of tune, but I left my tuner in another country, so we'll just have to deal with it. I think Neil Young's always out of tune, though, but... This is called I Miss You, and I wrote this, I just bought a house, by the way. I'm very excited, and it's cool. It's got a recording studio. But this song's about like having someone to hang out with all night, you know, your best friend, and just having a glass of wine or a bottle or whatever, you know, but just talking about music and talking about your soul and how you feel. And so I miss this person. They've gone beyond me, but anyway, this is called I Miss You. Black and bony, gnarled up against the pane. It's your tapping in the night always gives me such a fright. Sun is best when it sits in a barren tree. 6 a.m., red wine in hand, strumming out to old Townes Van Zandt again. Beauty lives and can be seen, the clever eye.
Sun can dance across the floor, sparkles and it mystifies. Lovers come and lovers go. Hell, I should know. Like that rapping, tapping of those broken branches. There's a ghost upon my soul. And I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Black and bony, gnarled up against the pane. That rapping, tapping in the night always gives me such a fright. Sun is best when it lays there in a barren tree. And at 6 a.m., red wine in hand, strumming out to old Towns Van Zandt again. I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Thanks very much. I'm gonna get a glass of water here.
Oh, my heavens. Well, I'm glad I left the stool in here, although it's probably a little bit, I shouldn't have done that. Important,
Matches my
important
boots.
check. Yes, oh, okay.
By the way, these are my boots from New Orleans. That's paint from New Orleans.
Is that what it comes from?
Yep.
All right, well, I don't know. You've mentioned just about everything that I was thinking we might talk about.
Well, you can talk about it
What
more.
kind of plans have you got for the studio coming up?
For my studio, my house
For your
studio?
little studio, yeah.
Well, I have a plan. I'm going to record different musicians. I'd love to have Helen be a part of this. Okay, do you want to hear the story of how it happened? How I got the house? You guys want to hear it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. Here's what happened. So I was at home, and my friends called me at Grumpy's Bar in
At
Northeast.
home in
This
your
is in my
apartment
yeah,
up
not
the
my
street.
house yet. Yeah, it was in my house. I mean, it was in my apartment. And my friend said, "Come and have a beer at Grumpy's." And I said, "No, I can't. I have a new roommate moving in." And they said, "Get your ass down here." And I said, "Okay." I went, "Oh, bleep." But naturally bleep
That's
out.
all right. We're reasonably adults around here.
So I ended up going down. Well, in the meantime, Rich Mattson, and Amy Mattson owned this house, and he had the Flower Pot Studios, and this is right by Grumpy's too. So in the meantime, I was arguing about going down. She was down at Grumpy's saying, "I want to sell my house word of mouth, and, no realtor. I just want to sell it." And she's telling the bartenders. So by the time I got there, it was about a half hour later. The bartender said, "Amy's selling her house. You should ask her about it." So I said, "Okay, I will." So I went down.
This is before you had 2 or 3 drinks in you.
I was sober at the time. I'm sober right now, actually. The 3 stools down, and I said, "Could I see your house?" And she said, "Okay." So the next day, I go there, and my friend John said, "Now, he's a realtor." He said, "Now, whatever you do, don't get all excited. Don't be excited when you walk into the house, like, oh, I probably won't even like the house." So I walk in, and I see the old vintage floor, big tiles, the gray and, big, huge red and gray tiles. And
you walk into the kitchen,
I walk
right?
into the kitchen, I walk in, and I look down to my right, and I'm like, "Can I have it?" And she said, "Yeah," and we shook on it, and that was it. And so that was
It's
August.
a very complicated deal, isn't it?
So that was August 13th. That August 13th, I saw it, and I closed on it September 12th, right before the big crash. I'm sure you guys have heard of the crash. While living in it.
Nah, but it wasn't a crash for us because the house came fully equipped for a
405.
singer.
Yeah, because the garage is a recording studio, which was Rich Matson's recording studio for years. And I
From
don't
the
know-
outside, you can see the garage door. From the inside, you can't see the garage
No,
door.
'cause it's
It's
all-
a wall
yeah.
with plenty of insulation in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's all soundproof, and yeah, it's a recording studio. It's really cool. And so I want to do this thing called the St. Joseph Sessions, where I have different musicians and artists come for a weekend and just do a song they wouldn't normally do, like on their CD and stuff. And so I hope to do it start it probably in the spring, more likely. And then we'll call it the St. Joseph Sessions. Because I missed the whole part of the story. Oh my God! Because
Joseph come
she
in.
had just planted the St. Joseph statue in front of her house right before she went to Grumpy's.
This is an old Catholic
Tradition.
tradition. When you are parting with a piece of property, I believe.
Yeah, or hoping to get one. I think it's either or. But yeah, so she had just planted it and walked down to Grumpy's and told the story.
Take
and
a small statue of Saint Joseph.
Yeah, and you plant it in front of your house or somewhere on the property. I think in front of the back and yeah. And so she had just done that, anyway. So it's the St. Joseph Sessions. Helen, don't forget that.
All right. And I think we've probably got time for one more song, if you
Alrighty.
would be so kind. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all of our good fortune, Miss Alicia Corbett.
Thanks very much.